Jill Tran of Tran Thomas Design joins us this morning with a guide to the best family-friendly fabrics. All right, let's start with the do's because that's what we all want.
Do's. Well, I know a really good do, one of them is leather. If you were to go in the direction of leather on something, you know, that is a little more naturally tough.
Right.
You know, you can get
wipe it off.
Dog claws on that, and that can scratch, but there's ways to get rid of scratch marks. But that's a pretty tough and pretty good guarantee.
What else do you suggest for do's?
You know, there's always really great to have pattern. Like we've got this.
That hides a lot.
Yeah, this pattern over here, it's, you know, there's a lot going on. You know, this pattern here next to it, there's a lot of space in between, so that's not going to achieve what the other pattern would. So, but any kind of pattern just to kind of fool the eye is a great suggestion.
All right. Any other do's we want to touch on before we move to the don'ts?
Just besides pattern and things like that, but yeah, well, I guess a lot of it is what not to do. There's more nots than do's.
Okay, what I'm guessing silk is a
silk is definitely a no.
Do not.
Yeah, and it doesn't take sun well. It is a very fragile fabric. Just the fibers are very fragile in general. So.
Just even getting a water stain out of silk.
Yeah, it stiffens it, and yeah,
difficult.
You have to use a solvent to clean that.
All right. What about this embroidered? That looks like another
embroidery. Yeah, that's going to be tough. You know, not only will that get like dog nails or cat nails or something like that, but I mean, you know, even belt buckles or, you know, buttons on the back of your pants or something, zippers, those kinds of things can even snag that fabric. So more for pillows and things like that.
Velvet is so big right now, and it's so luxurious, but is that a do or a don't?
It's a do if you can take good care of it, but if you've got like cats, I have a velvet chair at home that I just adore, and so does my cat. So, and of course the chair is blue and the cat is orange. So, you know, it's always, you know, we're constantly cleaning it, but I love the cat and I love the chair, so for me it's okay, but those really do attract hair.
Okay, do you suggest more natural fibers, cotton, things like that, or?
Well, your man-made material is basically, you know, to put it very basically, it's almost a plastic. So to actually have that as a stain, that's going to repel stains much more than like a linen or a cotton would absorb it. So yeah, anything that's man-made is typically going to be a little bit tougher.
Okay, if Aunt Sue spills her glass of wine on your white
Aunt Sue, it's
couch,
always Aunt Sue.
or Karen, Aunt Karen, how do we remove stains? What's your advice?
Well, the biggest thing, manufacturers have really taught us you just start spraying it. That's not the case. You need to actually remove what it is. So lots of dry paper towels over, you know, as many times as you can, and pressure, if you set a book on it,
to lift
until
that out.
It stops coming out, so you remove it that way. Then you go in with your solvents or your cleaners or your just water, club soda, whatever that might be, but try to get as much out of it as you can from between the fibers.
All right, you can get lots of inspiration from Tran and Thomas Design on Instagram. You can also check out other pro tips on their blog at tranthomasdesign.com. Thank you so much.